Hello everyone, I am Dr. Shankar De, and today in this session we will discuss instruments of surgery. This is part 1 video for instruments of surgery. So let's begin. So these are our first instruments. So this is Devers retractor, this is Morris retractor, and this is Jarnis retractor. So Devers retractor, Morris retractor, and Jarnis retractor. So first one is Devers retractor. This instrument is large curved retractor. So this is large curved retractor which is shaped like S. It is available in different sizes depending upon its width. Uses of this retractor or Devers retractor are: it is used during cholecystectomy for retraction of right lobe of liver. It is used during truncal vagotomy for retraction of left lobe of liver. It is used during gastrectomy for retraction of liver. It is used during pancreaticojejunostomy for retraction of stomach. It is used during right or left hemicolectomy to retract the abdominal wall. It is used during kidney operation to retract the abdominal wall, and it is used during anterior resection of rectum or abdominoperineal resection to retract the urinary bladder in male and uterus in case of female during dissection in the pelvis. So these are the uses of Devers retractor. Next is Morris retractor. This instrument is shaped like L, the handle is wider and the blade is also wider, and the lower end of the blade is curved inward. This lower end is curved inward at right angle. And this is Jarnis retractor. At the one end there is a flat blade at the right angle to the shaft with this tipped curved at the right angle, and the other end has biflanced hook. So this is Morris retractor and this is Jarnis retractor. Uses of Morris and Jarnis retractors are same. These retractors are used for tissue retraction during different operation. These are used during appendicectomy to retract the layers of abdominal wall while making the incision. These are used during thyroidectomy to retract the strap muscle and sternocleidomastoid for dissection and ligation of thyroid vessel. These are used during modified radical mastectomy for retraction of pectoralis major muscle for better visualization during axillary dissection. These are used during inguinal hernia operation for retraction of different layers for proper visualization during repair of the posterior wall of the inguinal canal. These are also used during radical neck dissection for retraction of skin flaps and sternocleidomastoid muscle. So these retractors are used during tissue retraction during different operation like appendicectomy, thyroidectomy, modified radical mastectomy, inguinal hernia operation, radical neck dissection, etc. Our next instrument is, this is also Devers retractor, this is Morris retractor, and this is Jarnis retractor. So Devers, Morris, and this is Jarnis retractor. Lateral view of or side view of these three retractors: S-shaped Devers, L-shaped Morris, and with this biflanced hook Jarnis retractor. Our next instrument is Rampless swab holding forceps or Rampless sponge holding forceps. First of all, part of the instrument. This is finger bows. This is finger bows. This is finger bows. This is ratchet. This part is ratchet, helps in locking of the instrument. This is shaft. This is shaft of the instrument. This is joint. This is joint, and these are blades. So this is finger bows, ratchet, shaft, joint, or blades. So these are the parts of this instrument. Uses of these instruments are: it is used during cleaning of skin with swab dipped in antiseptic solution during all operation. So it is used for swabbing the skin before any operation. Next, for cleaning the skin before any operation with antiseptic solution. It is used for holding a swab which is used to clean the blood during dissection of Callot's triangle during cholecystectomy. It is used for hold the fundus and Hartmann pouch of the gallbladder during cholecystectomy. So this instrument is also used to hold the fundus and Hartmann pouch of the gallbladder during cholecystectomy. This instrument may be used as ovum forceps. This may be used to swab an abscess cavity. This may be used as a tongue holding forceps. So these are the uses of this instrument, and sterilization of this instrument is done by autoclaving, Ramplay swab holding forceps. Another important question is why this instrument is long. Why is the instrument long? Because the instrument is made longer to enable the surgeon to apply the antiseptic solution to the skin without touching the unsterile field of operation. So this is why the instrument is long. Our next instrument is Bacchus towel clip or corner clip. So Bacchus towel clip, this instrument is provided with finger bows, ratchet, a pair of shaft, joint and two sharp hooks. On closing the ratchet, the two clips are apposed. On closing this ratchet, two clips are apposed, and on releasing the ratchet, the clips open up. So this is Bacchus towel clip. Uses of this instrument is for fixing the draping sheets. It is used for fixing the diathermy cables, suction tube, laparoscopic camera cables and fiber optic light cables to the draping sheets, taking care not to pierce any of these. It may be used as a tongue holding forceps. It may be used as a cord holding forceps. It may be used for holding the ribs during elevating a flail segment of chest. Sterilization of this instrument is done by autoclaving. So this is Bacchus towel corner clip. What is draping? Draping is a suitable placement of sheets to isolate the area of operation from the rest of the body. Draping of operative site reduces the contamination from the adjacent skin areas. Our next instrument is Doyne's cross-action type towel clip. This is a pincer-like instrument. On pressing the shaft of the instrument, it opens up, and on releasing the shaft, instrument closes. So on pressing the shaft, it opens up, and on releasing the shaft, it closes. So it is cross-action type towel clip or Doyne's towel clip. So uses are same as Bacchus type of towel clip. It is used for fixing the draping sheets, diathermy cable, suction tube, laparoscopic camera cables, fiber optic cables, used as a tongue holding forceps, used as cord holding forceps, and used for holding the ribs while elevating the flail segment of chest. Sterilization of this instrument is also done by autoclaving. So this is Doyne's cross-action type towel clip. Our next instrument is needle holder. Our next instrument is needle holder. So use of needle holder is used to hold the needle during suturing. The needle holders are used in all operation for suturing. Sterilization is done by autoclaving. So this is needle holder. This instrument is used for hold the needle for suturing in all operation. Sterilization of this instrument is done by autoclaving. The blade of this instrument, the blade of needle holder is smaller in comparison to shaft of the instrument. Shaft is long, but this blade is smaller, and there is crisscross striation in the blade, and there is a longitudinal groove in the center of this crisscross serration. So here you can see the inner side of the blade of the needle holder. There is crisscross serration in the blade, and there is a longitudinal groove in the center of this crisscross serration, which allows firm gripping of the needle. So this instrument, needle holder, is used for holding the needle in all operation for suturing. Next question is, where do you hold the needle with the needle holder for suturing? Ideally, the needle should be held by the needle holder at the junction of anterior 2/3 and posterior 1/3 for ease of suturing. So, needle is held at the junction of anterior 2/3 and the posterior 1/3. What other instruments will be required for suturing a skin wound? So, apart from needle holder, following instruments will be required during suturing: a swab holding forceps for antiseptic cleaning, a tooth dissecting forceps for holding the margin of the site of suturing, next a carved cutting needle, a suture material, and a scissor. So apart from needle holder, a swab holding forceps, a tooth dissecting forceps, a carved cutting needle, a suture material, and a scissor. So this is needle holder, and this is inner side of needle holder. Next, this is hemostatic forceps or artery forceps. This is hemostatic forceps or artery forceps. Uses of hemostatic forceps. Before that, how will you differentiate it from a needle holder? The hemostatic forceps are lighter instrument. The blades are longer compared to needle holder. This blades part is longer, and there are transverse striation in the blades, and there is absence of longitudinal groove. So these blades are longer, there is transverse serration and absence of longitudinal groove. Needle holder is relatively heavier, blades are smaller, there is crisscross serration in the blade, there may be a groove in the center of each blade in needle holder. Uses of hemostatic forceps, this artery forceps, are: it is used during all operation to hold the bleeding vessel while cutting through the different layer of tissues, while making the abdominal incision, and during closure of incision. This instrument is used to hold the cut margin of rectus sheath, linea alba, external oblique aponeurosis, and the surgical peritoneum. This may be used to open an abscess by Hilton method. It may be used to hold the end of a ligature while suturing. It may be used to tie a knot after suturing. It may be used as a dressing forceps. During appendicectomy through McBurney's gridiron incision, hemostatic forceps may be used to split the internal oblique and transverse abdominis muscle. It may also used to crush the base of the appendix during appendicectomy. So these are the uses of hemostatic forceps or artery forceps. Next instrument, this is mosquito forceps. So this is mosquito forceps. This instrument is very light, small and delicate. Blades are smaller in comparison to hemostatic forceps, well type or Spencer type of hemostatic forceps. There are fine serration inside the blade, and the tip of the blade is conical and non-toothed. Uses of this mosquito hemostatic forceps are: it is used to hold the fine bleeding vessel during cleft lip operation. It is used as hemostatic forceps for operation in infants and children where the vessels are delicate. It is used during appendicectomy. The mesoappendix are punctured with this instrument at an avascular site, and a ligature passed around the mesoappendix and tied before division of the mesoappendix. While inverting the base of the appendix by a purse-string suture, the stump of appendix is held by mosquito forceps and pushed inward as the purse-string suture is tied. Next, it is used during circumcision. 3 pairs of forceps are applied, 1 pair on the either side of the preputial orifice and 1 at the midline raphe where frenulum is attached. The prepuce is then divided starting in the dorsal midline, and the skin over the the shaft of the penis is retracted and the small vessel of the shaft of the penis are held by mosquito forceps and ligated. This instrument is also sterilized by autoclaving. So this is mosquito hemostatic forceps used during circumcision, appendicectomy and used to hold fine bleeding vessels. So here mosquito artery forceps or mosquito hemostatic forceps and hemostatic or artery forceps have been shown. Next, this is Cocker's artery forceps or this is Cocker's hemostatic forceps. So Cocker's hemostatic forceps or Cocker's artery forceps. This is Cocker's hemostatic forceps. At the tip of the blade there is a tooth in one blade and other blade where the tooth fits when the ratchet is closed. So there is tooth in one blade and on the other blade there is a groove. On the groove the tooth is fixed or the tooth fits when this ratchet is closed. So tooth and compensatory groove is present at the tip in this instrument. This is Cocker's hemostatic forceps. Uses of this instrument are: these are used during appendicectomy operation to crush the base of appendix. It is used to hold the perforating vessel during mastectomy. These are used to hold the meniscus during meniscectomy. These are used for holding vessels in the scalp during raising a skin flap for craniotomy. These are used for holding bleeding vessels while operating on palm and sole. These are used in obstetrics for artificial puncture of membrane. Artificial rupture of membrane or ARM in obstetrics. It is sterilized by autoclaving. So this is Cocker's hemostatic forceps. Next, this is Alice tissue forceps. So this is Alice tissue forceps. Uses of this instrument: this is a light instrument. The blades are longer and there is a gap in between the blades. So light instrument with long blade and there is a gap in between the blades which can accommodate some amount of tissue, and the tip of the blades are provided with sharp teeth. Here there is presence of sharp teeth with grooves in between. Uses of this instrument are: during laparotomy through the midline incision, skin margins are retracted by applying Alice tissue forceps. The linea alba may be lifted up by applying Alice tissue forceps while incising the peritoneum. While closing the midline incision, linea alba may be held up by Alice tissue forceps. It is used to hold the skin margins during incisional hernia operations. It is used during thyroid operation, neck dissection to hold the margin of skin. It is used to hold the cut margin of bladder during transvesical prostatectomy or suprapubic cystolithotomy. It is used to hold the neck of the bladder during bladder neck resection. It is used to hold the skin flaps while excising a lipoma, sebaceous cyst or lymph node, and it is also used to hold Gallia aponeurotica while raising a skin flap during craniotomy. So this is Alice tissue forceps. This is mainly used for holding skin margins and tissues while operating. During operation, sterilization of this instrument is done by autoclaving. So this is Alice tissue forceps. Next instrument is Babcock tissue forceps. So this is Babcock's tissue forceps. This is a light instrument. The terminal part of the blade is curved and fenestrated. This terminal part is curved and fenestrated. The tip is provided with ridge in one blade and groove on the other. Next, uses of this instrument are: it is used during appendicectomy. Usually three pairs of Babcocks are required during appendicectomy. One pair holds the appendix near its tip, one pair holds the body of the appendix and the other third pair holds the base of the appendix. It is used during gastrectomy, gastrojejunostomy to hold the margin of stomach. It is used during small and large intestine dissection anastomosis to hold the margin of the gut before applying the intestinal occlusion clamp. It is used during gastrostomy or jejunostomy to hold the gut while applying purse-string suture. It is used during choledochoduodenostomy to hold the duodenum before making an incision in the first part of duodenum. It is also used to hold the cut margins of bladder during transvesical prostatectomy or suprapubic cystolithotomy. So these are the uses of this instrument. It is also sterilized by autoclaving. Next, this instrument is tooth dissecting forceps. Tooth dissecting forceps. Note the transverse serration and tooth in the blade. Note the tooth in the blade at the tip. Here present tooth or teeth are present. Uses of this instrument. This is used during almost all operation to hold the tough structures like skin, fascia and aponeurosis. It is used to hold the cut skin margins during suturing. It is used to hold the linea alba or rectus sheath during closure of abdominal incision. It is used to hold the scalp during closure of scalp incision, and fine tip tooth dissecting forceps is used to hold the cut margins of prepuce during suturing during circumcision. So these are the uses of this instrument, tooth dissecting forceps. Sterilization of the instrument is done by autoclaving. Next, this instrument is plain dissecting forceps without any tooth or teeth at the tip. Uses of this instrument. It is used during almost all operation to hold the delicate structures like peritoneum, vessels, nerves, muscles during dissection and suturing. It is used during appendicectomy to bring out the cecum and to deliver the appendix when it is held by Babcock tissue forceps. It is used during gastrojejunostomy, gut resection to hold the gut margin during suturing. It is used for hold the bleeding vessel nerves during dissection. It is used to hold the peritoneum during closure of midline or paramedian abdominal incision. It is used during hernia operation to hold the hernial sac during dissection of sac from the cord structures, and it is used in pediatric patient to hold the delicate structures during suturing. So these are the uses of this instrument, plain dissecting forceps, and this instrument is also sterilized by autoclaving. Next instrument is right angle forceps or Lahe forceps. Like a hemostatic forceps, this instrument has a finger bow catch, pair of shaft and pair of blades. Terminal part of the blade is bent at right angle. This terminal part is bent at right angle to the shaft, and the transverse serration is present in the blade. It is usually used to dissect pedicle of important organs, and ligature may be passed around the dissected pedicle. It may also used as a hemostatic forceps to hold a bleeding vessel. This is used during cholecystectomy to dissect the cystic duct and artery and to pass a ligature around the structure. This is used during splenectomy to dissect the splenic artery and vein. This is used during nephrectomy to dissect renal vessels and to pass ligature around them. This is also used during thyroidectomy to dissect the middle thyroid vein, superior thyroid pedicle and inferior thyroid vessel and to pass ligature around them. So this instrument is basically used to dissect the pedicles during cholecystectomy, splenectomy, nephrectomy, thyroidectomy, vagotomy, etc. So this is right angle forceps. This instrument is also sterilized by autoclaving. Next is Moynihan's cholecystectomy forceps. This is Moynihan cholecystectomy forceps. These are stout, heavy instrument. In addition to the finger bows and catch, there is a pair of long shaft with a pair of relatively small blades with blunt tips. The long instrument helps in working at depth, and the blade is slightly angled to the shaft, and there are transverse serration in the blade. This instrument is Moynihan cholecystectomy forceps. This instrument in open state after releasing the ratchet. This instrument looks like this with slightly curved shaft, and while closing the ratchet, instrument look looks like this. The uses of this Moynihan's cholecystectomy forceps are: these are used during cholecystectomy. One pair of forceps is used to hold the fundus of gallbladder, one pair to hold the near Hartmann pouch. If the gallbladder is long, third pair is used for hold the body of the gallbladder. The cystic duct and artery may be dissected with Moynihan forceps, but usually a right angle forceps is preferred for dissection of cystic pedicle or Lahe forceps. This instrument is also sterilized by autoclaving. So this is Moynihan's cholecystectomy forceps. Moynihan's cholecystectomy forceps. Next, this instrument is intestinal occlusion clamp. Intestinal occlusion clamp. This instrument have finger bows, pair of shaft with a pair of long blades. Blades are lighter and vertical serration are present in the blade. These blades are flat, lighter, and on the inner side of this blade, vertical serrations are present. So uses of this instrument are used for gut resection and anastomosis. So intestinal occlusion clamps are used for gut resection and anastomosis. Indication like strangulated hernia with devitalization of gut, intestinal obstruction, intestinal trauma, intussusception, intestinal neoplasm, Meckel's diverticulum, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, intestinal tuberculosis or neoplastic lesion. In these cases, gut resection and anastomosis is done. So this instrument, intestinal occlusion clamp, instruments is used for gut resection and anastomosis. So our last instrument of part 1 video is Desjardins choledocolithotomy forceps. Desjardins choledocolithotomy forceps. This is a long slender instrument. There are finger bows. Finger bows are present but no catch. Ratchet or catch is not present here. Only finger bows with shaft and blade. Shafts are curved and in some gentle curve. In the other varieties there are degrees of curvature. The blades are small and fenestrated centrally. These blades are fenestrated centrally. There are no serration in the blade. This instrument is used during choledocolithotomy. The common bile duct identified by aspirating the bile from the bile duct. Then 2 stay sutures are applied in the bile duct by a 3-0 atraumatic catgut suture, and a choledochotomy is made in between the stay suture. Then this instrument, Desjardins choledocolithotomy forceps, is introduced into the bile duct and stones are removed by holding the stones in fenestrated blade. So this instrument, Desjardins choledocolithotomy forceps, are introduced inside the common bile duct and stone is removed from the common bile duct by holding the stone in the fenestrated blade. In this fenestrated blade, stone is held and it is removed. It is used during laparoscopic cholecystectomy while extracting the gallbladder through the epigastric or umbilical port. The gallbladder is partially delivered through the port wound and it usually gets stuck if there are large stone in the gallbladder or there are multiple small stones in the gallbladder. The gallbladder is partially delivered through the wound. The gallbladder is open and the stone removed from the gallbladder by this instrument, Desjardins choledocolithotomy forceps. It may be also used for removal of kidney, ureteric or bladder stone. So it is also used for removal of kidney, ureteric, bladder stone, but mainly it is used for removing the CBD or common bile duct stone. So this is all about part 1 surgery instrument. Rest of the surgery instrument I will discuss in the part 2 video. For more such clinical videos, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Please like the video, share the video and comment in the comment section. Do comment about the topic you want to know in coming videos. So stay tuned for the next clinical videos. Thank you very much.